So guys, we've just had the qualifying for the Qatar Grand Prix, and that was, well, scruffy, wasn't it? Let's start right at the very end of the session, Q3, and the not so surprise is Max Verstappen got pole position, but actually he also had a scruffy lap, didn't he, on that last lap? Had to abort that lap, as did the two McLarens for that matter. It would have been Lando Norris lining up in second place, but he got the as did many others, to be fair, in this qualifying session, the track limits infringement on his last lap. He messed up his first lap and it was crucial, and he went all out for it, as you would. He's only got one chance. He put it all on the line, made a mistake, and he's going to start 10th place now, Lando Norris. It's George Russell that's going to start second place. The Mercedes were actually good round here, weren't they? It looks like quite a close battle between them and the Mercedes and the McLaren, but you know, I think the McLaren had the edge over one lap. What will happen in the race on Sunday? I mean, we've got a whole sprint day tomorrow to decide that one. And then we thought it was Oscar Piastri lining up in third place. I mean, it's got so far as him doing all the interviews for his third place, and then only to be told that actually his lap time has also been deleted. The two McLarens, what would have been a second and fourth place start, is now a 10th and a 6th for Oscar Piastri. He beats his teammate in the end. After all, it all works out, and it's actually Lewis Hamilton who's in third place. He had a poor qualifying session, didn't he? He was actually going to line up in fifth place behind the two McLarens and behind his teammate, and it's not going to work out too bad, is it? It's just behind his teammate in third place, Lewis Hamilton, for the race. Fernando Alonso up to fourth place now. That Aston Martin looks much more better here this weekend, back in form and actually faster than the two Ferraris, who let's face it, they both struggled, didn't they, with the air changes. Charles Leclerc now going to line up in fifth place. As soon as the wind came, their car seems to be more sensitive to that, doesn't it? And he really struggled, as did his teammate Carlos Sainz, and more on him in a little bit. Yeah, so then Oscar Piastri is going to line up in sixth place, and then a brilliant performance from the two Alpine drivers, isn't it? Pierre Gasly beats his teammate, so Gasly in seventh, Ocon in eighth place. Valtteri Bottas, a P9 in that Alfa Romeo. He pulled off a brilliant lap time, didn't he, to get into this Q3 session. A fantastic job from him. I mean, I don't think that car's worthy of being in that position, but what a job Valtteri Bottas has done. And then Lando Norris is going to line up in 10th place. But yeah, a lot of lap time deleted, and that goes for the Q2 session as well. Yuki Tsunoda moves up, he's going to be in 11th place, beats Liam Lawson quite comfortably this weekend. A really good performance from him, just outside the top 10, so that team could be fighting for some points on Sunday. Carlos Sainz going to start in 12th place. He was really disappointed, just got a poor lap at the end of that Q2 session, again under pressure when he came round there, and it was a poor lap in that session. His teammate was 8th. Carlos Sainz he's going to start the race 12th. Sergio Perez, his bad run in qualifying continues, a P13. He was absolutely miles off the place. His first lap was really poor, and then the second lap, which would have got him through into Q3, actually his lap time was deleted for track infringement, so a 13th place start for him. Alex Albon, 14th. Again, he had a really scruffy last lap, unfortunately ran wide, and that was the end of his session really there. A P14 for the Williams team. I kind of was thinking they'd do a little bit better, as you can see from my race predictions, but you know, down that straight, Alex, if he pulls it all together in the race, chance for a point at least, but it'll be tight. Nico Hülkenberg starts in 15th place. Yeah, beats his teammate, and actually a decent job from the Haas team, but I don't think they're fast enough to be fighting for any points this weekend. Logan Sargent, 16th. He just missed out on that session, didn't he? He beat him by his teammate Alex Albon in the Q1 session. popped him out by a 10th, who's really close to Alex in that Q1 session. A much better performance from Sargent, because it actually shows how close he was to his teammate there. And it was a shocker next for Lance Stroll, starting in 17th place. He was really not happy, especially when his teammate shown what that car could do this weekend, and he should have been better. He came out angry, and it looked like he pushed or someone, like a team member or something, or it looked like that anyway. The camera did, he just sort of went behind a wall, and there's only a team member right in front of them. Whether he pushed that or not, I'm not so sure. He punched the wall. And even in the pen for the interview as well, just a one-word answer and walked off. He was fuming. I've not seen him that angry for a long time, and his poor performance and poor runs continue, and I can kind of see why that is, why not. And then Liam Lawson, yeah, he'll be disappointed, isn't it? P18 while his teammate was P13 in that session. So yeah, poor qualifying showing for him for a change. He's done really well up until this point, so you know you can take a bad result at this stage. And although you know his seat looks like it's set for the future, so can't be too disappointed. Although he'd probably want that run to continue. A P19 for Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, really poor from him. His teammate was P10 in that session, so much more was available in that car. And Kevin Magnussen has been hammered by his teammate in qualifying most of the season, hasn't he? And it happened again to him. And Zhou Guanzu, I think he's got the most to be disappointed, isn't it? His teammate starts 10 places further up, and he went out last starting the race, 20th position. So it looks like we've got a cracking grid for the race on Sunday. I don't expect this to be the grid for the sprint shootout tomorrow. It's a sprint day Saturday, which will be fantastic. I'm expecting a completely different grid formation for that, but it was windy, it was dusty, it was a fantastic qualifying session. A lot of jeopardy for the drivers. It was tough out there, wasn't it? They all kind of said the same thing. And it kind of shows with what we've seen, so many track limit violations, lap time deleted left, right and centre. And for me, I think that's exactly how it should be. I know Lewis Hamilton was sort of saying afterwards, wasn't he, saying that, you know, I think we probably don't need them here, but the consistency is what we've seen and what we've wanted throughout all the venues. And the only way to do that is say, if you go over this white line, you know, your lap's getting deleted. And that's fair around every circuit around the world. So yeah, let's see how it plans out in the race. We've got a Red Bull followed by the two Mercedes. They've actually done a lot better than I thought. Fantastic job from the pair of them. The two McLarens will be disappointed, but I think they'll be right in the hunt for the sprint shootout tomorrow. Can't wait for the action to get going there. It looks like we'll be set up for a brilliant sprint shootout. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always, and watch out for the sprint review tomorrow. Thanks for watching.